Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scary Scouts in Pirates of the Caribbean film series. Captain Simon Perriman here. Good morning today. Today is Thursday, July 16th, 2020. 25 days left before we do two from about the hunter call a while. We're about to delay from July 8th. So the Xbox One, we talked about it for right now. And we're just having a hard time today. We're just having a great time today in about 120 days during the summer times. So because coronavirus pandemic updates due to about the 50 states for the recoveries and cases, all times we still have wearing the mask outside, and we're just gonna have to go down to for the downtown down there in the towns. Lots and lots of people were just wearing the mask anytime. So we just wanted to make sure to keep her safe, to keep her covered with the nose and the mouth, and just make sure to protect your eyes and protect yourself. So sometimes people doesn't touching it as far as we concerned. So we don't want to touch it until for a long time. So today is we took some of those about take a healthy food. Take some of those about vitamin C, some vitamin D, and vitamin C for drinks. Just make sure that you keep it recovered. Make sure that you go inside about 2 through 14 days. 2 and the 14 days we're recovering in the cases, and we don't want you to get yourself sick, and we just wanted to make sure to stay healthy, stay home, and stay safe. All right, thank you so much for listening to Jay Inslee, the governor of the Democratic Party. And ladies and gentlemen, guys, thank you for listening for the Governor Jay Inslee of the Democratic Party. And we're just having a great time today to be continued to during the summer ends up until August 31st. So I hope he gets to find out. Maybe he can tell about for the next coronavirus on August 1st. That could be it. Today's day is about the hunter call of the wild, and the Xbox console is coming out on August 11, 2020. There's one of those the diamond Rocky Mountain Elk called 5 mediums, Mule Deer 5 mediums called the diamonds. That's called the monster mealy buck. That's the largest ones. Also, they have almost getting lots of them at about 350 pounds. It's also gets heavier than about. I usually do have for the gold from Park Fernando, California. They were being came from the Mule Deer, which could be one of for Washington State. And since I noticed too, we're just having it for one trivia through Media 5. I'm also do have. We agreed to one of those, the same answer for you guys for 1 year. What it's gonna have to. We're just checking up. We're just having to check with those for the scientific kit to check that the harvest check for about 100%. So even though I thought that the 9 species are called the whole life, that those are about the Colorado State for the Silver Ridge Peaks. So we've seen it about for the last month ago, from 30 days. And he just wanted to make sure the DLC to upgrade to the Animal True Rex, and they were fixing this the Mule Deer Truex and about 14 days left. I'm also decided we were just fixing it. We're just gonna have to we're just going to the whereabout. We're just gonna have to checking out those about the online for those of the diamond mule deers and pronghorns, Bighorn Sheeps, mountain goats, 9 legendaries, mountain lions, and black bear, and 3 very easy male turkeys. That's a great one. We do have 5 medium plains bison still. I'm also the shoes we just go to the get out of the minimum wage to Facebooks and Instagrams all times since 3 years ago. So we've been since the aftermath due to about Layton Lake, Yukon Valley, Park Venano, Cuatro Colinas, Mevataga, and Hirschfelden, which we met to sometimes, which is derogatory to one we have to besides to it seemed like about the 9 species of those animals, 5 mediums called the 4 class. If I usually doing something about importance and the animals behaving due to about the black bears. So why is black bear just spook from mountain lions? If I just look forward to I just realized to ramen tubes just using one of the binoculars to see one of the black bears alerting for the mountain lions, just even though they're eating, drinking, and resting, and just stalking, chasing, and traveling, just nervous, calm, and I'm also didn't get it aggressive. Even the big cats just spook for the bears for reasons. Unlike the gray wolves to the Gold Cow Bluffs, Bright Water Flats, Copper Bull Lake, Copper Rock, and Recovery Teton Forest, then Roseline Ridge, and the Bankside Forest, mostly closer than down there for the lumber shores. I've seen the depression at all times that we could. I can long as though all the people didn't understand or say anything. If I usually did one of those to get gold for the 4 Yeezys. The Pronghorn herds also they have does and bucks. Even wild goats and the wild sheep did have rams on it. If you're concerned about the Bighorn Sheep with the 4 ACs, we do 4 A sheeps. We have 3 very easies, 2 minors, 1 trivia, 5 mediums. We would accept Barbarian Montflon and Cuatro Colinas. My storyline is Alan Bradley. He's in one of the story mission to the junior wardens here, junior Colorado wardens here. He usually to one of those the black bear face to face against by mountain lions. But I thought that the black bear is just friendly to the mule deer, Rocky Mountain Elk, plains bisons, pronghorn, mountain goats, and bighorns, and they do have the turkeys here for just of all friendlies here. Mountain lions do have most of the enemy were reinforcements with wolves in formerly coyotes and red fox do. what I thought that just in the messengers, what I thought we would just talked about the messages due to the Alexander longbow for those are about the bows weapons available, and including including lures and rifles and shotguns and handguns and stills. Even the elk college just called the Roosevelt Elk and Rocky Mountain Elk. So I thought to do something about the white-tailed deer, the black-tailed deer, and the mule deer. I would accept to the deer ground colors, to the thick cut deer from the Hunter Classic. Man, but I thought to be the Hunter Classic called the big buck, the big thick cut buck. But I have no such things. I have no idea. But I know such things about. It could be no idea. It could be one of the monster buck in Alaska, Canada, and friendly closer than the Washington, the Pacific Northwest, even in the Oregon, all times. But I suggest to take a look at it to imagination to photo shoot of the mule deer's truax of the fable of the white-tailed situation here. But I thought to do something about the truax of the red deer antlers here. Even though about 9 legendary, even though it looks like about the diamond course to 100%. Pretty hard to the alarm is just to figure that out. Since I noticed too, one of those recurve bro is also they have very hardest as you can. Alexander bow is on the straight here was on it available now. Most of the assignments on concerns, and I just continue to play the Hirschfelden, the Hunter Call of the Wild. I basically I didn't go back to Wendenfelden to one of besides claim for the targets for every reason to the shooting ranges. But it could be to class 2 or 6 to one of the fox and coyotes and small deers and medium deers. It's very hard to the large deers. For my concern to even bears about 7 classes. Lions do have from the Africa and about class 9 without the Cape Buffalo, bisons, and but I thought the Cape of Water buffalo do for the India and Africa. Lions do have stalking to chase into the Dakota, springbok, and the herd of wildebeest just stampede for the roars, and he just stampedes like 10,000 with them. Even against Badu, we do have about scrub hares and side striped jackals. So we don't have the leopards and hyenas and zebras and oryx and greater kudus, gazelles and impala anytime. It's really concerns we do have about the next hunting reserve at about for next year of 2021. For the next sidelines to do for the mission storyline should be about what are you talking about when you're talking about the Silver Ridge Peaks on the storylines. That's where exactly we're just having in the hardest working on to Ramen Tubes, Flinter, DD33, Jackson Beard, and we're just happy to be here about DLC continues to the Yukon Valley to wanting to hunt some of those Harquin ducks through plains bisons. Although caribou and the herd still on it, even though I thought even though the bulls only, even the bears, even the wolves, even the foxes, even the thought mooses, even the thought the bisons herds. But I just had the shot to 6 hard to the grizzly bears, double lungs, his vertebrae spines, and his heart. Is I concerned about almost getting with the 100%, and without the brown bears. If I concerned about didn't get it about with 100%, that thing is about time. That thing is the black bears, the 9 legendary, and we just took some of those about the return of the bear man for these pictures. I just got complete everything at any time. We really wanted to know about take about the whole time for the stories through miscommunications and whole times, lots of communications, and taking things out where we're figuring that out. Even though I just got into the mission to for the Layton Lake Park Fernando, I just got complete mission to Yukon Valley. Continues to a mission to for Cuatro Colinas, for Hunger Savannah, Mevataga, and Hirschfelden, and then even the story missions only. If you don't have to the complete missions anymore. If I do met to complete missions, don't have any in time. It's I'm concerned to for the last things that about 9 species to the 3 turkeys, 3 plains bisons. Although even the bears, mountain lions, even though the bears, cougars, and deers, and elks, and sheep, and bighorns, and mountain goats, and pronghorns, antelopes. Probably you should take a look at it about 3 very easies, and easy 4s, and 4 easies, and 5 mediums. So we do exactly, we just have the storylines of the Silver Ridge Peaks. And we have Ali Bradley here. We're just having a hard time when they get about helps the missions to the one of those guys to just climb out there about. Although we just climb out the about we're just doing it on whatever you do. So he climbs over up there about 3,000 feet from reaching up from the heavens and in the skies. We do have complete missions to the free for hunt, and we're just having a great time of day. Okay, all right. There is about 7:22 today. I just woke up at about 5:30 at about last 1 hour and 52 minutes, and that was a pretty good sleep. Sorry guys. So just talk to them. Just watch on DG33, Flinter, and Ramen Tubes. Just message to Zaggy DK, and Spencer Worlds, and Jackson Beard. Don't forget to subscribe to my content. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Google, and Ryan Cameras, and Google was expires now. Cocker Story and Cocker Talk, and Tumblrs and license descriptions, and we wanted you to know get the subscribes on the game streaming today. Feel free to watch this on the Hunter Call of the Wild. The Silver Ridge Peaks game consoles comes out until August 11, 2020, and 25 days, and which we were free to subscribe. There's gonna be the end of it, and that's gonna be the end of July. And we're gonna have to that's gonna be word about we pay for the install for the insurance. We confirm This is free for this will be free to watch us on YouTube channels. Feel free to watch us on Deer Drive 33. Don't forget to keep it rich, mateys. Watch this on Diamond Bows.